Hello everyone, welcome to my channel One Step Forward Journey. I am a Vice Principal, teacher, mentor and student counselor with 25 years of experience in building students and supporting parents. Education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. Today the topic is why students lose interest in studies. This is very important topic. Every year, millions of students start their academic journey with dreams, curiosity, and excitement. But slowly, something changes. Books feel boring, classes feel exhausting, motivation disappears. Why does this happen? Why students lose interest in studies? And most importantly, is it really their fault? Let us understand the real reasons first. Then we will discuss simple, practical solutions. No child is careless by birth. In this video, we will understand deep reasons behind lack of interest, psychological and emotional causes, practical solutions that actually work. And the main first reason, basics are weak. Learning is like building a house. Think of studies like a house, foundation equal to basics, walls equal to new concepts, roof equal to advanced learning. If foundation is weak, walls crack, roof collapse. In the same way, without basics, new learning becomes scary. When a student doesn't know basic formulas in maths, basic grammar in language, basic concept in science, every new lesson feels confusing, heavy, stressful. Then the brain says, "Stop, I can't handle this." This is where fear begins. Fear slowly turns into disinterest. What happens next? Students avoid studying, stop asking questions, pretends to understand, lose confidence. Slowly they say, "I hate this subject, I am not intelligent." But actually they just miss the basics. Comparison makes it more worse. When teachers or parents say, "This is very easy topic, others understand, why not you?" At the time the child feels shame, low self-esteem, emotional pain. Fear increases, interest disappears, avoids reading textbook, panic before exams, forgets quickly. The child says, "I don't know where to start." Above all these reasons, not attitude problems, they are foundation problems. Now the most important part, solutions. Parents and teachers must accept going back to basics is not failure. Revise previous class concepts, simple examples, use simple language, step-by-step learning. Learn slowly without shame, break topics into small parts, create an environment where questions are welcomed. A questioning child is a learning child. Mistakes are allowed, no laughing or scolding. Appreciate for small efforts, no speed learning. Regular revision is very important. Basics needs repetition, practice and revision. Change study methods. No rote learning and long hours studying. Use diagrams, videos and activities. Active learning strengthens memory. Conclusion, a strong foundation today prevents fear tomorrow. Second reason, lack of understanding, no purpose and meaning in studies. What is happening? Many students ask silently, "Why am I studying this? How will this help in my life?" They don't understand the lesson, concepts are unclear, teachers moves very fast. When understanding stops, interest stops. Syllabus feels disconnected from real life. Rote learning without understanding. No career guidance and goal clarity. Without purpose, studies feels useless. Psychological impacts, loss of motivation, mechanical studying, just pass somehow attitude. Solutions, explain the purpose behind the learning. Connect subjects to real life examples. Talk about career and skills, not only exams. Ask a student, "What are you interested in?" Help them set short-term goals, not only the big dreams. And the third main reason, mobile addiction and digital distractions. Mobile phones and video games give instant pleasure, easy entertainment, dopamine boost, and studies need more effort, focus, patience, and time. So the children select easy and quick pleasure. Then books feel boring, games feel exciting. Fear of studies, exams, scolding, or low marks pushes them to attract games and mobiles. Games, there is no fear of failure, only retries. Then video games and mobile becomes a stress relief tool. And when parents are busy or often scolding instead of guiding, students feel lonely. They seek comfort in the virtual world. Mobile replaces human connection. This habit slowly turns into addiction. This addiction leads to uncontrolled behavior in children. Psychological impact: reduced attention span, poor memory, lack of interest in books, anger issues, addiction to mobiles and video games. And the solutions are: set clear screen time rules, not sudden ban. Do not snatch the phone suddenly, it increases more anger. Fix daily limits. Very important is emotional support from the parents. Replace phone time, don't just remove it. Appreciate small improvements and be a role model. Parents and teachers must reduce their own mobile usage. No phone during family time. Children imitate adults more than instructions. Teach self control, not fear. Explain why limits and boundaries are important, not just because I said so. If addiction is severe, anger, withdrawal, complete loss of interest in studies, don't argue with the children. Seek school counselor or psychologist. Simple message for student: control the phone before it controls your future. Short advice for parents: don't fight the phone, guide the child. And the fourth reason is teaching style is not matching to learning style. Every child learns differently by seeing, reading, listening, and doing. But one method is used for all the students. They don't understand and lose interest in studies. Rote learning and boring teaching methods, only memorizing, no activities, no real life examples. This makes learning mechanical, monotonous, meaningless. Children needs connection, not only the textbooks. Psychological impact: feeling I am dumb, avoiding studies, frustration on studies. And the solutions are: identify learning style, use diagrams, videos, practical examples, encourage questions, focus on understanding, not memorizing. And the fifth reason is lack of emotional support and family problems. Family issues, insecure with the family members, loneliness, no one is there to support and guide from family, feeling ignored, low self-esteem, parents are very busy, communication gap, emotional pain shows as carelessness. Psychological impact: low motivation, no trust, withdrawal, anger or silence. Solutions are: parents should spend quality time daily, listen without judging, ask the children how was your day, allow them to speak more, make them feel safe. Emotional safety improves academic performance better. And the next category, very smart children. Children are intelligent and emotional. Sometimes they use smart behavior not to hurt the parents but to escape fear, pressure, or difficulty in studies. Selective emotions: they cry at the study time, saying that you don't love me or you are too strict when you ask them to study. And becoming normal and happy once studies are postponed. This shows avoidance behavior, not real emotional distress. And over dramatizing small issues, saying that I can't breathe, getting headache, stomach pain, all the health complaints during study hours. Health complaints disappear when allowed to play or watch mobile. Few children promises without action. I'll study later, I'll start from tomorrow. Repeated promises, and every time they postpone the things. And comparing parents: mom understand me better, but you don't. And other parents are very good, not like you. This is a sign of testing parental boundaries. And fear based statements: I am not intelligent, others are better than me, I will fail anyway. So they're refusing to try before starting. So this kind of behavior doesn't mean the child is bad or manipulative by nature. It usually means fear of failure, weak basics, too much pressures or comparisons. And then what parents should do? Be kind with the children, set clear routines, listen to emotions, but don't cancel responsibility. Love with limits. And children avoid what they fear. With patience, understanding, and the right support, they overcome this struggle. My dear parents and teachers, my final message is every child is unique. Some children learn fast, some learn slowly, and some need more time and support. IQ does not define a child's intelligence completely. A child may be not interested in studies but strong in creativity, sports, music, leadership, or problem solving. And losing interest in studies is not a permanent problem. It is a signal that the child needs more understanding, support, proper guidance. Every child can learn. Every child has potential. Right approach changes everything. If we change pressure into support, fear into confidence, and confusion into clarity, interest in studies will return naturally. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video, share with others, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you all.